Will you please state your name?
Yes, it's Amber Laura Hurd.
And what is your address?
I live in Yucca Valley, California.
And how old are you, Amber?
I am 36. I just celebrated.
Okay. And do you have a daughter?
I do. She also celebrated her birthday recently. She's 1.
Okay. And what is your profession?
I am an actor, mostly.
Okay. Now, why are you here?
I am here because my ex-husband is suing me for an op-ed I wrote.
And how do you feel about that?
I struggle to have the words. I struggle to find the words to describe how painful this is.
Oh my God. You made a song just for TikTok?
You can come and watch me drink my morning coffee.
He's under oath from start of the trial.
No, I'm not. I'm not under oath.
I raise your right hand. I'm going to swear you in.
I'm not under oath.
Raise your right hand, please.
That's your bad finger. I didn't appreciate that.
I think it should be a decision for the Supreme Court to make about whether or not there are cameras in the courtroom. And I think we should recognize that the jackassery we often see around here is partly because of people mugging for short-term camera opportunities.
But you can, but as an aside, you can judge someone's processing speed at any time. Like I'm judging yours right now, you're judging mine. We all judge processing speed as a baseline because of what we know about each other. I would say your processing speed right now is not slow. So, I mean, we're judging processing speed. I'm just saying to you.
Yeah. But no, any of Mr. Depp's other portrayals in movies, did that affect your analysis of processing speed?
Only I've seen him interact on interviews, and that was it.
Right.
When he wasn't in movies.
Right. But Willy Wonka doesn't matter to you? You see him in that movie, Charlie and Chocolate Factory? Did you look at that one when you were comparing his processing speed?
Do I have to answer that question, Your Honor?
You have to answer questions. Yes, sir.
No, you'll be happy to know I didn't see Willy Wonka I didn't see 21 Jump Street when it happened or whatever it was about. No, I did not.
All right.
Chutney, why is it that Tracy Marcinko's curls were ruined when she got hosed down?
My answer is I don't have the first damn clue.
Isn't it the first cardinal rule of perm maintenance that you're forbidden to wet your hair for at least 24 hours after getting a perm at the risk of deactivating the ammonium thioglycolate?
I'm an educated man, but I'm afraid I can't speak intelligently about this.
And wouldn't somebody who's had, say, 30 perms before in their life be well aware of this rule?
Are these really the questions that I was called here to answer?
And if in fact you weren't washing your hair, as I suspect you weren't because your curls are still intact, wouldn't you have heard the gunshot?
That's right.
And if in fact you had heard the gunshot, Brooke Wyndham wouldn't have had time to hide the gun before you got downstairs.
You want answers?
Which would mean that you would have had to have found Mrs. Wyndham with a gun in her hand to make your story plausible. Isn't that right?
You can't handle the truth!
You, however, had time to hide the gun, didn't you, Chutney? After you shot your father.
You're goddamn right I did!
Order!
You say, Mr. Jones, that you're taking these court proceedings seriously. You're approaching them in good faith. But the truth of the matter is, you've been broadcasting repeatedly a picture of our judge on fire, haven't you?
Objection compound, Your Honor.
No.
You have to wait till the court rules.
Oh.
Can I see it, please?
Yes, you may, Your Honor. The person on the left of this image is our judge, correct?
Yes.
The person on the right is another judge you don't like, right?
Yes.
Okay. I'm not asking you that, Mr. Jones. I'm asking you, you're telling the world not to believe what's happened in this trial because this judge is involved with CPS, who is working with child traffickers and pedophilia, correct?
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Okay.
It is an improper impeachment because it is on a collateral matter.
And the collateral matter is what he's saying about me.
Correct.
And the question is about whether he's taking this seriously.
Correct.
Overruled.
Judge Maya Gamble comes from CPS, who has been exposed for human trafficking and working with pedophiles.
That's what you mean when you say you're taking this seriously.
It seems absurd to instruct you again that you must tell the truth while you testify, yet here I am. You must tell the truth while you testify. This is not your show.
We're going to have some order here. We're going to have some common sense here. We're not going to...
I feel so attacked right now. I don't know what to do. Somebody please send help. I'm just so attacked. Help! The gavel, he's beating me.
Somebody get this ham sandwich out of my court.
Just wait. Keith, I'm here to correct a mistake by the court. Well, first of all, the court has made a mistake. Are you Wilfred Keith Thompson? No, that's not what I normally go by now. Can I see the information? That's a fictitious entity in terms of person legally speaking, so. I've tried to clarify this a few times, but apparently the level of incompetence. So your name is Keith Thompson? My name is Keith, that's all. Nothing more, nothing less. You don't have a last name, sir? I have a family name, clan name, but that's irrelevant today. So you are not Wilfred Keith Thompson? Okay, one more time on and for the record, I am Keith. Nothing more. And sit down, sir. I'm looking for a Wilfred Keith Thompson. Please sit down, sir. Actually, please sit down, sir. Sorry. Can't do that. I served into the court this morning. Sir, I'm looking for a Wilfred Keith Thompson. You are not that this person. Sit down, sir. Bailiff, please remove this gentleman from the courtroom. Thank you. That's the person you're looking for. Please, sir, that is the person. I'm trying to remedy things. Touch me and you will be charged. I'm a peace officer. You want to dishonor a court official?
The defendant's on the bailiff's desk.
Sir, are you here on behalf of Mr. Thompson? I said I was the administrator for that account. Are you here as agent for him? Could you guys please back up? Thanks. Are you here as agent for him? Not as agent, as administrator, much like you are administrator of this court. Sir, you're either him or you're here as his agent. I'm speaking on his behalf. Are you either of those? Yes, it's lawful. Pardon? Yeah, he's in common law jurisdiction, which I established as soon as I came in here this morning and reestablished again. The bailiff understood me. This other bailiff, wherever she went, she understood me as well. And this gentleman doesn't like talking. We're going to take a recess. Thank you.
Thank you. All right.
How long? How long, sir? I don't have all day, thank you. I have things to do. We'll take the court. Yeah, actually, please note that the judge has abandoned the court. It's abandoned ship, and I, as the sovereign in this room, claim authority, case dismissed, with cause and prejudice. Have a nice day. See you later.
I'll start making my way down from
That's great.
In my bag.
Hold on, his bag.
His bag.
Hold on, his bag.
And my water, please. Oh, and my birth certificate. And you got the VC.
It's on his desk.
Okay, that's the original. Okay. Yes. Actually, Ann, leave it there. Leave it there. So put it back to the bailiff. Thanks. They've got the real thing.
You can get that back.
No, it's in there. No problem. Could have been that easy. What the heck? Well, did it we got a record of it. Anywhere. In a court. Argue with him, you're done.
I'm a teenager. You have no right to put my father in prison.
Take her from the
No.
now, or I will have
Do
to
not
take
touch
her
me.
custody by the juvenile court.
I will go to juvenile because my father does not deserve to be put in jail.
Right now. Oh.
I am not scared of you. Do not get near me. I was abused for a year and a half. You do not touch me.
Go on.
You have no right to touch me. You have no right to touch me.
So, baggy sweatpants and the Reeboks with the straps? Sounds like quite the ensemble. I guess I'm just a little confused because moments ago, you told this courtroom that she was wearing apple-bottom jeans and boots with the fur. Which was it?
Then we'll bring this fool in. Good morning, sir. What's your name?
Me?
Yeah, you. Yes.
Nathaniel Saxon, sir.
Your name's not Buttfucker3000, you yo-ho. Logging into my court with that as your screen name.
Why
I'll
would that?
discuss that in a little bit. What kind of idiot logs into court like that? What's your name again?
Nathaniel Saxton, sir, but I don't believe that I typed anything like that in.
Well, that's what it says.
Why,
We'll
I
discuss
apologize.
that in a bit.
That should not be.
Yeah, you should. I'll put you in the waiting room. You can sit in limbo for a while and think about what you call yourself online.
She has told him if he's more than half an hour late, he forfeits his entire weekend.
Has Joseph gone weekends without seeing his father?
Not one.
The threat was made.
You led me to believe that it was happening.
It's down to what mom wants is what mom is going to demand.
Has it been a matter of making demands?
No, it's a matter of calling my client.
I do have experience with you using inappropriate language.
And you know
toward
that I would
her.
admit it if I had done it. And if I was going to do it, I would have done it to her face. I find it highly objectionable that anyone complains about my language because I know all kinds of male attorneys who have no problem picking up the phone and screaming cuss words at me. So if I am outside there where my First Amendment rights are in full effect, I will say what I choose to say when I choose to say it, and that is my right in this country.
You are giving me a headache because you're yelling.
I'm being attacked, Your Honor.
No, you're not. Sit down, counsel. I'm done hearing from you. Your lawyers are going to be painting a picture for me in court. And it's not going to be a great picture of either one.
Have you wondered why they're releasing all of the people that get arrested and putting them back out on the street? The corporation's dead. Maritime law in the courts is dead. Our court system now can't do anything until the Republic comes back.
This judge loses it and strips off in his courtroom. Part 2.
Like that from you, sir, and you'll be escorted out of this room. Excuse me, madam. Is that clear? Do you understand? I mean, I think. Does that mean anything to you? Does that mean anything to you? You know why? Does that mean anything? All of you removed from the courtroom, and that goes for you too, Mr. Meredith. I've had enough. If you can't even dress correctly to come into my court, don't come in at all. This man is a hero. Oh, maybe I should just take my clothes off. I can just come on in here whenever I feel fit. Is that comfortable enough for you? Is it? Is that comfortable? You take your hat off, sir. Thinking to me that you can just walk on in, even need this time. Why don't I just text you my judgment at the end of the court hearing? I think you'll find then court is adjourned. Thank you.
No one is above the law, but Florida Judge John Murphy definitely thought he was.
Public defender, what do you want to do?
Have they fought?
They have.
I'm not waiting.
All right, what do you want to do?
What do you want to do? I'm not waiting.
If you want to set up for trial, set up for trial. All right. If you want to set for docket settlement, set for docket settlement. I'm not waiving in any case. This is an emergency
if I
created by
had a
the
rock,
state.
I would throw it at you right now.
You know, this is
Stop pissing me off. Just sit down. I'll take care of it. I don't need your help.
No,
Sit
you know
down.
what? I'm the public defender. I have a right to be here, and I have a right to stand
I
and
said
represent
sit
my
down.
clients.
If you want to fight, let's go out back and I'll just beat
Let's go
your
out.
ass. I will catch my breath eventually. Your choices, considering there's probably going to be a changeover in personnel, are setting it for trial, which would be June 9th. At 8:30. Or if you were wanting to waive speedy, we would set it for July 15th.
I would like to get it done as fast as possible.
It doesn't help me. You want to set it for trial and see what happens?
Yes.
All right. Speedy trial, June 9th, 8:30. All right, that's all we got to do.
Sir.
Do you have a card for your lawyer, by the way?
Thank you.
He seems to think that certain rules of the court do not apply to him. He's not supposed to talk about the trial outside of the courtroom, and he has been talking about it on the show. The second he leaves the courtroom, he talks to the press and he accuses the judge of all sorts of insane things. I mean, this guy is his own worst enemy. He's like coughing constantly, complaining about some sort of throat issue he has. It's a mess. But what you can't run away from, even with all of the sideshows and even with all the circus atmosphere that we're seeing in this trial, can't run away from the fact that there are hours and hours of this man, along with his co-hosts and staffers, lying and defaming the victims of Sandy Hook for profit. It's really important to understand that.
And I don't know who he is, but whoever can sit here at a tragic moment like this and laugh and smile when somebody has lost a family member. I mean, the entire time that Mr. Zerker's sister was speaking, that clown, and that's what I'm going to call him, a clown, was sitting there smiling and laughing. Yeah, you can go too, because if you don't know how to act, you can go to jail. So leave. Anybody that can sit there and laugh and smirk when somebody, take her, she's going in the back. She's going in the back. Anybody else want to go? You can go too. This is a court of law.
You do that on